Good morning. Today we're going to discuss experience modifications. Previously, we had discussed how you develop a manual premium for your workers' comp policies. We discussed different class codes, the rates associated with those class codes, and multiplying the annualized premium by those rates to develop a manual premium. There is something that's called an experience modification, which will adjust the premium upwards or downwards depending on your experience. So if a business has had an excellent experience, meaning they've had little to no losses, when I say little, that's relative to the level of premium that they're paying, then they will get a credit. Their experience modification will be a credit off of the manual premium. Conversely, if they have a negative experience, then meaning they've had losses and the losses are significant relative to their premium, then they will not get a credit. They'll be paying more. They'll be getting a debit over what the manual premium should be. So what happens is that from a big picture perspective, NCCI is the organization that tracks and actuarially figures out what those experience modifications are. And it's driven, the way that they track it is by your federal ID number. So it's pretty important that you have your correct federal ID number on file with your insurance company so that it's being tracked appropriately, and any credits that you are deserving of, you'll be able to get. So that's one just important side note. But what happens is that for businesses with premiums of $5,000 or more, they have a look back period. And everyone starts out with an experience modification of 1.0. Not really fraction, decimal point, 1.0. So what'll happen is that if you have an annualized premium of, say, $5,000 based on your class codes, multiplying the rates, the class code rates by the annualized premium, let's just assume it was $5,000. With an experience modification of 1.0, you would multiply the $5,000 times 1.0, and your premium would be $5,000. Now, let's say you've had a great experience, and over the course of a few years or a number of years, you've had little or no losses. Your experience modification might go to 0.90. So that is essentially a 10% discount off of the manual premium. So you would multiply the 5,000 times the 0.90, and it would be 4,500. Conversely, if you've had a negative experience, you've had some losses, the losses were significant, then your experience modification might go to 1.1, which is essentially a 10% surcharge. So those are how experience modifications come into play. You will find sometimes experience modifications that are quite low. We've 55%. And on the other side, if you've had heavy losses, it can go to 2, 3, 2.2, 2.5, 3.1, which is indicative of you're going to be paying a multiple of what the manual premium would be. Have a great day.